Welcome to BrBpTV, Be Real, Be Positive with your host, Mystelics. And this, of course, is another interview segment here on BrBpTV, where we're going to showcase to you some Dominican talent. And indeed, I know you guys have seen some models, you've seen artists, musicians, but never on BrBpTV have you seen a comedian. Of course, he hails from Dominica, and he's here today to give us an interview. So keep it locked on BrBpTV. We're going to see all what he's all about and who he is. Keep it locked.
Rescue me and deliver me out of the hands of aliens, whose mouth speak deceit, and whose right hand is the right hand of falsehood. Amen and amen. Buttacup. Hello, who's that? Spirit. Who? Spirit Isaac. Jingle Jam your family. You see, anytime he come in there Christmas time, he know they have food and they have rum. Go and put my punchy cuba under my bed where you say I don't want nobody to drink in my punchy cuba. And go and put the broom upside down, make it. Yes, spirit, open.
Yo guys, welcome back to BrBpTV, and of course I'm here with the one and only, the Jingle Jam entertainment guy, the comedian himself, Jahmal Burnett. What's up, bro?
Hey guys, what's going on? Happy New Year to everybody out there.
Indeed, and Jahmal is here, and he's a comedian out of Dominica. That's something very rare that we find here in Dominica when it comes down to people who are actually taking that step. First of all, you in charge of Jingle Jam Entertainment. How did that whole concept come about?
Okay, well, the name Jingle Jam came about from the fans originally. What I did was I asked the fans on Facebook what they think the name of the entertainment company that I wanted to start. That was actually Stafford's idea. He was like, get the fans involved in the name to come up with a name. So yeah, I put it out there, and then people gave suggestions and stuff like that. And then we chose the best one, and
that's how it came out.
Matched. Yeah, that's Jingle Jam. That's what my grandmother calls me. So, you know, somebody said Jingle Jam Entertain. I think they left out the entertainment, but they just said Jingle Jam.
And you put in the entertainment.
The entertainment, so yeah, it worked.
And do you have like something like a manager or anything like that?
Well, right now I don't really have a manager. I just have a team who helps me out. That's Stafford and well yourself, who manage my Facebook page and stuff. And basically I just take advice from my family, particularly my mother.
It seems like your grandmother had a lot to do with how you portray different characters and all these things on the show. Tell us a little about that.
Well, that's what basically happens when you live with someone for too long. Like my grandmother, since I was younger, we would always imitate my grandmother at home, you know. Me and my cousins, my brother and my sister and so on.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, one day we just decided to just imitate her out of boredom. We was at home and we just, you know, decided let's make a video on Granny, because we actually did one when we was younger, but we never like really published
it out. Yeah.
So that summer when we was home, we just decided to do that, and that's how it came about.
It sounds like you guys were troubling your grandmother.
Well, we wouldn't really trouble her. I think you can trouble her now, but you know, like behind her back, you know, when she makes some noise, we'd be like, Granny, come there and tell me this and blah, 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 and then one of us would imitate what she do. Yeah, so that's how it really came about.
Okay, that's what's up. And it seems like you have a number of characters on that show. You have Daddy B, you have Ma Buttacup, I think is your grandmother. You have Rapunzel. You have all kind of names out there. Tell us a little about that.
Right. Well, going to Ma Buttacup, okay. Now let me just put this out there for everybody. Ma Buttacup, yes, she's influenced by my grandmother, but it is not her grandmother.
Oh, you know? Okay.
Because you know there are certain things I would say my grandmother would not say.
Yes.
And then there are certain things she would say that I probably repeated. But I just want to differentiate my grandmother and Ma Buttacup.
The Ma Buttacup character.
Ma Buttacup character.
Yes.
Influenced by her, but it's not
her. Okay, cool. Thanks for clearing that up. Now, Daddy B and Rapunzel, the #1 co-boss. I mean, what's up with that?
Man about me. Right. Daddy B actually was one of my recent characters. I wanted it to match with Ma Buttacup, but I didn't want like Mr. Buttercup or something like that.
Yes.
B from Buttercup, because Buttercup.
Oh yeah, Daddy
so
B. Okay.
I was thinking. I asked my friends to help me out, and then it just came about Daddy B.
So how do you go about planning that whole skit vibe? I mean, it seems like you take a long time to do it. How do you go about planning this stuff to put this whole thing together, to actually having a lot of people just relating to what you are putting out there? How do you go about planning that vibe?
Well, actually, it's like when I just pull up by myself, chilling,
Mm.
just thinking, I would reminisce on, like being home and certain things that would happen at home that, we would laugh about because at home we're a family, like once we're together, we're always laughing.
Yeah.
We'll find something to laugh about.
Yes,
And
yes,
for
yes.
some reason, all of us can imitate people well. I don't know. My aunt, everyone.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, I would just think of like past experiences and stuff, and I would just burst out laughing and stuff. People around me might be like, "But
What's
what
going
I'm
on?"
yeah, like why me still laughing? But it's not. I'm thinking of something that happened before, so that I can like twist it and twerk it a little bit to do a new video. So that's like how I get the inspiration to
do it. Okay. And you're also overseas as well. I mean, I think you're doing schooling as well.
Yeah, I'm actually studying at Grambling State University.
What's your major?
Marketing and computer information systems. Yeah, so I just completed the first year, and so far so good.
So far so good.
So far so good.
Good success in school.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Kids stay in school.
Yeah, for sure. Ma Buttacup will come for you.
Exactly. How do you take time now to juggle doing the skits and schooling? Because I know schooling can be sometimes tasking and take most of your time here.
Well, what I try to do is when I know I have a lot of work to do, like I try to clear my schoolwork first, and then set a day to do a video. Like I would pre-plan and say, okay, by Tuesday I want to do a video. By like Friday I want to have it up.
Yeah.
I would just work with that. Sometimes something comes up and you can't complete it the day you want it to, but you work twice as hard the next day to try to finish it. But normally, if I already have the idea in my mind or something, or I'm in the mood, I have to be in the mood.
Yeah.
It's not all the time I really want to do.
Yes.
It can take me like just one afternoon. If the idea comes up and it's a good one and I don't want to forget it, just grab the phone, grab the head tie, the glasses, and
do it one time.
And I edit it one time, post it.
So do you also take down like notes? Like let's say you have an idea Monday, and you're like, no, I gotta do this on Friday, but you have schooling. So do you take down notes or anything like that so you remember for you to do it on Friday or anything like that?
Well, yeah, I take down notes on my phone, on my little iPhone 5, because nobody do buy me an iPhone 6 yet. So I take down some notes on my iPhone 5. What you call it? I think it's a note reminder.
Note. Oh yes.
Sometimes, but not all the time. What I like, for instance, if I have an idea for a video, I would probably just recite it in my head and then come back to it or something. So planning, yeah, sometimes you have to do that because you have a test. You might forget. Or
put it down.
Note it down, yeah.
Okay, guys, we actually have one of Jingle Jam's videos. Check this out.
When it's month end and your parents have to pay the bills.
Jingle Jam, come. What's that? What that light bill saying? How much? No, sir, mistake that. A mistake. Go and bring it back for Domlek. And tell Domlek I don't working for them. Bring it back. It have a mistake. Last month I pay. Where the areas? Look the areas. Last month I paid. And people too thief. Go and bring it back and tell them people fix it. Put it in order because I doesn't pay all that. If I have to pay that, tell them come and disconnect it. Come and take all your light because I don't want it. You see me, I can't take that. I cannot take that. I can't take that. Come and take all your light. If it's that is the bill for true. Don't let come and take all your light, oh. I don't want it, oh. Come and take it. I'll just scan the phone bill high, water bill high, light bill high. I will leave there for all you and I will go. And I want to see what all you'll do. More I tell them children not to waste light. More I tell them children not to waste the water. More I tell them children not to make cell phone call on my phone. They're still doing it. Well, I will live there for all you. I will live there for all you and I will go and I want to see what all you will do. No cell phone call doesn't make on my house phone again. I finish with that. I go and disconnect the phone. I'm not working for Domlek. Everybody have to iron their clothes on Sunday or else I will throw the iron and all you'll iron with stone. All you is young man inside there. What are you bathing in hot water for? All the morning, so take a cold bath. All you in hot water all day. Nobody doesn't bathe in hot water inside there again. I cannot understand. Oh, all you don't like to turn off the light in the bathroom. Go and turn off the light in the bathroom. Papa God. Which one of all you survey me when I take a prison for them children? All you doesn't want them children with me?
Boy, I tell you, Jingle Jam, you're really something else. You're really something else in them things.
Thanks, man. Glad you enjoy it.
Thanks. I'm sure a lot of people enjoyed this. I think this video had like 60-something thousand hits, man. That was like, yo, that is dope right there, and a lot of people have been
Thanks,
sharing this
thanks.
stuff. So
Thanks.
big up to you on that one.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say thanks to everybody who share my videos and stuff, and who comment, who like it. Just thanks.
Yeah. It seems like you wear a lot of dresses when it comes to doing these things, and it seems like you also put on makeup. What is that about?
No. First of all, one time I wear lipstick.
Once.
You know.
Did you do it yourself or somebody did for you?
Well, my mother and my sister was in the room at the time.
Yeah.
They kind of helped me out. My mother, she's a big supporter, yeah, so she helped me out and stuff, you know. But just once I wear makeup, and twice for my live performance I wore a dress.
We notice that stigma around men wearing dresses and makeup and all of that stuff. Some people might call you a sissy or even call you gay. I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, at first, you know, I really was skeptical about it. I can remember being on the porch with my mother.
Yeah.
I was like, man, mommy, okay. The first video, it was like for fun and stuff like that. The second video, yeah, cool, but you know, I don't want people to be watching me funny and stuff. And my mother was like, boy, shut up. The people not saying it's just entertain people then. Yeah. It's just for fun and everybody laughing. So like, yeah. So after she told me that, like I, you know, just put it aside and I was like just continuing. But then, you know, people still on the side, you know, you hear little stuff going on and whatever.
Yeah.
But when you have like a strong support team, like my friends, like Nathalie and stuff, and my mother and people like you yourself and Stafford and stuff who support you and all the fans, you know, it just makes it easy to like throw a red flag on whatever people say.
I mean, you're not a cross-dresser or anything like that.
Nah, man.
It's just the character you play, because you play different characters. You also do Daddy B. You also do a different set of characters. Yeah, exactly. Jingle Jam and
myself.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's not necessarily saying you like wearing dresses or those things like that. It's just the character that you play.
Yeah, well, you know, in stuff like that, you expect people to say things.
Yeah.
You expect people to, you know, especially when you're not accustomed of something and you see something different now, you know, you might not be too comfortable with it or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just would like everybody to know that, like, I really put a lot of effort into it sometimes. I sacrifice a lot, like, sometimes even discrimination, whatever, you know, I sacrifice that just to make people laugh, because at the end of the day, what really matters is that I put a smile on somebody's face and somebody else laugh. So I just tend to like try to block it out. Sometimes I retaliate. I mean, I'm human, you know, but I block it out. So I don't really relate. I don't really like listen to what people have to say.
Now, talking about wearing dresses, bro, it seems like doing this is pretty uncomfortable, bro. I mean, just to put this thing on.
I mean, getting into two of them, it might look like it was easy. I don't know, but trust me, it was very tight. Tight. Yeah, because the first one, the warp, it was, I think that was for somebody else. That wasn't actually mine yet. Somebody borrowed it to me. So yeah, but it worked out pretty good. I mean, I got compliments from the ladies. So
and that you're talking about the performance when you did
live performance.
Yeah. Talking about that, and well, how do you go about preparing yourself to actually do these performances? I mean, one thing when you're in front of camera, you can actually edit, you know, and re-edit or go over if you don't like it. But to actually prepare to actually come to perform in front of a live audience, what is that about?
Well, the New Jersey performance was actually my first performance, my first live performance.
Yes.
And trust me, I took like couple weeks, maybe close to a month, like trying to prepare, trying to come up with something to say. That was like the first performance I had to do that I had to think so much. Because I didn't know what to do, like really, because you know, because I'm doing it in front of by myself on a video, you know, and editing. But that one, I prepared, and once again, like, I used to practice. I used to call my mother over the phone. Yeah. And she's the first person that hears my videos and stuff. So I called her over the phone, and then I was like, "Mommy, listen to that. That's what I want to do. Blah, blah, blah. Tell me if it's funny or not." While I was saying it, she was laughing. So I know that was I was going good. And I make my friends help me too. Like I would perform in front of them, like for a crowd for the first time. So that's what I did. I actually that's the first performance the first
live performance.
I had to like write it down. Yeah, normally I don't write down anything.
Just take it out from the top of your head.
Yeah. Okay. But that one I had to write it down, so I know exactly what I'm going to say, when I'm going to say it, and stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically how I prepared for that video, for that performance.
Yeah.
But a little secret that I would like to share. Yeah. Don't judge me. No, there was something that happened around that time when I had to perform live. My cousin Lisa Peter, she passed away.
Yeah.
And her baby, and that was a really hard time. So like at the airport, I kind of got like a breakdown.
Yeah,
I was nervous. I was nervous as hell because I was like wondering what people are going to say, if people are going to laugh and stuff like that. That's my first live performance. And then Lisa too, you know, thinking about that just broke me down. So
yeah,
I actually cried like a baby.
But nothing wrong with crying, bro. Nothing wrong with crying.
But I got my mother, and she was like, "You'll be good, man. You'll see." And then you know, my friends and them, they were supporting me. So at the end of the day, when I arrived in New Jersey, it was like, yo, do or die.
Yeah,
and
just do it.
Yeah.
And I know Lisa must have been a really good supporter of Jingle Jam Ent and what you're doing.
Yeah, man. I can still hear saying Jahmal.
Do your thing. Yeah. Well, that's what's up right there, man. And sympathies on that. Lisa was also a good friend of mine.
Thanks, man.
Lisa was also a good friend of mine, man. I ain't gonna talk about that. Anyways, let's continue. So you have performed in New Jersey. Where else have you performed?
In Atlanta.
So you only performed these 2 places live.
Yeah. So
and how were they, generally speaking?
The first one, there was a lot more Dominican, so you know they could relate. That was like, my best performance. The second one, it was good as well. Just that you know I had to cater to the American market. Yes. They some of them could relate, you know, because you know you have a lot of Americans who have Caribbean families.
Yes, exactly.
So, and friends, so they could relate a little bit. But it was all good because it was in effort to raise fund for Dominica after Tropical Storm
Erica. Okay, from all your performances, live performances, which one you thought was the best?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. And guys, we actually have that clip for you.
Right.
So check this out.
Rock queen, and I looking at Bang Belly. Take care, not be that when madam won't be Anyway, when you say stand up there, not legal means the icy to reach America. I go Barbados how much time? The first time I go Barbados there, when I enter the building, I seen one Lego beast woman sitting on the counter. I said, okay, when I want to come out, you man face big as though when Santa divides you, look so. Anyway, it was my turn, so I fix up myself. I go in because I want to get I fix up myself. I said, morning sweetheart. You're looking nice, so it's not looking pretty, you're pretty. You tell me say that. It's not the woman put her face like General Trump. Anyway, she asked me, why would you like to visit the US? I said, visit? No, I don't want to visit. I want to go and walk. So, I tell her, let me give you the story. I tell her, if you have a white woman who was listening, if you have a white woman, she become Dominica and I give her a sand coach and they dash into it. And when the woman finished eating that chain and the sand coach, she licked the plate. So one time the woman told me she want me to come to America and work for her. So make us give me my visa for the place. The woman search her computer, she search. Click, she in the computer. When she finished, she telling me, I'm sorry ma'am, we can't give you the visa today. I said, what you say there? She said, I'm sorry, I said, I hear you. Say that. Water spots move I from. You know what I do? I gather my money and I wait for when it was night time. That. I call my people so. And I go down by Indian River and I batch a boat and I come America like Asian back like that. And it's so I reach America. If all you want, all you can go and say, Ma Buttacup is an illegal immigrant, but it have how much of all inside there?
That wob. I think Ma Buttacup might win Madam Wob duet.
I hope so, but I hope so she wins. Yo, that'll be something else to add to the Jingle Jam entitlement. There, awards. So how was the audience retention? How was their reception to that?
From the moment I walked out, you know, there's a guy in a dress.
Yeah.
You expect people to laugh.
Especially the girls.
Especially
Yeah.
the ladies, yeah. From the time I came out, I could just hear them. It was flat.
Yeah,
They was
yeah.
laughing and stuff like that. Then I went into the video. I went into the play,
yeah.
and I could hear some people screaming literally, and I could hear this lady bawling, "Boy, what's in my belly? What's in my belly?" I was like, I wanted to laugh, but I had to hold it back.
Yes.
Yeah, just trying to focus on what I had to say.
It's like
But the
fighting.
crowd was good.
It's like fighting yourself when you also want to laugh as well, especially the reception.
I laugh myself too.
Exactly. And the way that you relate to the people, it seems like your stories come about not just for you, but like everybody else as a Dominican family, as a Dominican people, and there is always something good to have when you can relate to your people.
Yeah, man. People like always ask me like, "You sure I wasn't in their living room or something like that?"
Yeah.
Or you sure I didn't grow up with their family? Like, how do I know all of this? And like, all families looking the same now because of the stuff that I say. But it's just that people can relate, man.
The Dominican family kind of mentality. That's how it is, That's how it should be, actually. We can relate as a community, as Dominicans. But talking about what where Jingle Jam is going, what is the end game? What do you see Jingle Jam?
I think I see Jingle Jam putting Madea on the side. That's just a word for you, Madea.
He's coming for you.
Yeah. She's coming.
Jingle
Madea.
Jam. Well, the whole entertainment. Definitely.
Okay. Ma Buttacup.
Ma Buttacup is coming for Madea
versus Madea. So that's what I see.
And Ma Buttacup have a backup Rapunzel. So Madea. Madea.
I can't deal with Rapunzel.
Trouble that day. Self.
With Mamsel.
So you think you can take it to a whole other level in terms of, Broadway shows, most likely, theatrical shows and all these things?
Yeah, man. Once the support is there, I mean, you guys are the ones who fuel me, so once the support is there from everybody out there, I will continue. If it's not there, then I can keep my little jokes to myself.
Yeah, on Facebook and YouTube, but you still doing your thing nonetheless. Now talking about school now, where you think you can go with that? What do you think you can fuse Jingle Jam and what you learn in school?
Yeah, man. I think I actually already start because what I do is my majors are marketing and community information system. In Jingle Jam, there's a mix of both because
yes.
marketing part, if you can recall some of my videos, the rotisserie chicken, actually an advertisement for a company.
Okay.
I was, putting my marketing skills into
practice.
Into practice.
Okay.
And then editing the videos, I mean, it might not be in some big editing software thing I using, but at the same time is dealing with those type of stuff, computer, whatever. So I think I already started incorporating my majors and stuff into Jingle Jam. So at the end, I can do it to continue, but originally what I wanted to be was a marketing analyst. Yeah, so. But
at the same time, you're still fusing them. I mean, that's part of it. And you understand, especially when you're relating, because marketing has a lot to do with how you relate to the people.
Yep.
And you understand that clearly well when it comes on to the Dominican audience and, pushing it in even to some Caribbean countries as well, because I noticed St. Lucia, Martinique, and a number of St. Martin, a number of other people across the Caribbean are noticing that as well. And if you're planning on taking that to an international spectrum, there's also that kind of Caribbean community in the international arena as well. And there's a lot, especially Jamaican people.
There's a lot
of Caribbean people, so you can also take that there as well.
So yeah, man, that's how I incorporate my major into Jingle Jam.
Boy, what you doing inside there so long? Hurry up, I want to go.
Honey, I come in just now. I tell you, I come in just now.
Hurry up, when you see how my because I want to go. Let's go. If you see you don't come, I'm gonna leave you.
Okay, just hold on.
Troubling me.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Jahmal, is there any last words that you'd like to say to the fans? I mean, to the family, friends, everybody out there.
Yeah, I would just like to say,
hurry up, Dan.
Granny, just know. I would just like to say thanks to everybody who support Jingle Jam Entertainment, the whole movement. I would like to ask you to continue to support me throughout 2016 and more years to come. And something that I'd like to say to everybody out there, if you want to I'm not even gonna use a doctor because like everybody uses doctors,
Yeah.
lawyers, blah blah blah. If you want to be a bartender, be a bartender.
Yes.
That is what you want to do. Do whatever makes you happy. So like me, I'm going to school. That's not really making me happy, but
I feel
I'm
you
still
right
on the
there.
side doing what I like to do, which is make people laugh.
Yes.
You know, I never thought I would be really doing that because if you didn't know me, you'd say like, but Mr. Quiet to him. It's always like, you know, quiet, serious, that kind of vibes.
Yeah.
By the way, which I'm not always serious, even though my face is like that. So yeah, what I'm basically saying, just follow your heart, follow whatever you feel you was destined to do, and do it to the best of your ability.
Well, guys, here you have it right here on BrBpTV. Guys, remember, be real.
Be positive.
You don't know.
Is what we are striving for, and we'll let the whole world see it, that we are